So let's say you want to move to northern Maine. Well, it is the Martin Luther King holiday today, 2023. Happy Monday from the land of blueberry leprechauns and moose poop candy. Today is a mix of sleet, rain, snow, sleet, mostly. There's word that the power may go out on us. See what happens. But this is part of life in northern Maine. It's a little slickery. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour of Houlton on this nasty day. Normally on days like today, if you don't need to be out, you don't go out. I don't need to be out, but I love this stuff. And this is coming to you from Houlton, Maine, which is at the end of Highway 95, which begins or ends here in Houlton. I like to think of it as a beginning, not an ending. We are the last exit off of Highway 95, which runs from here all the way down to the Florida Keys, if I'm not mistaken. So on day one, you could be sunning on the beach, and day 3 on your drive, you could be driving in this. I actually had to knock the ice off the roof of my new raptor habitat today because the ice was getting built up and a little bit heavy up there, so it was nice that I could knock that off from the inside, not the outside. That way my boots didn't get full of this stuff. Welcome to downtown. Everything is open, except for a couple of stores are closed. Mostly everything's open. But we are expecting a couple more snowstorms here over the course of the next week. It says, I don't know, 3 inches on one day and 2 or 3 inches on another day later on this week. Oh, interesting fact. We have a student driver here on our left. And apparently he is attempting to parallel park. Now, I was just informed that they no longer call it parallel parking. I can't recall the name that they call it now, but it's not called parallel parking anymore because parallel parking is considered too intimidating. So I can't remember what the heck they called it. If you know, go ahead and put a comment. Let me know what the heck it is. The kids in class were telling me that the other day, and I could not believe it. It was very much like a day like today. It was more snowy. We were definitely getting more of a snowstorm than we were this sleet. But that was the day I took my driver's test for my license. So as I was backing in to do my parallel park, the weather was bad enough that I pretty much just slid into my parking spot. kind of neat. And I passed, which is why I'm driving today. So that was downtown Houlton. What we're on now is Military Street. This is the old road into Canada, not the new fancy 4-lane blacktop of 95. As a matter of fact, I'm old enough to remember when the extension to the Canadian border was still being built. So while they were constructing it, we would go up there with our dirt bikes, cruise around on the half-made bridges, and all that fun stuff. There is word that we may get a power outage today because of the weight of this freezing rain that we're getting right now. There is a possibility of tree branches coming down, taking out a power line. That could happen. A lot of the smarter people up here have generators. I am not one of those people. I do not have a generator as backup. Church on the hill. Nice big old parking lot. So if you're not from here, you're watching from somewhere else, you're thinking to yourself, well, how do I make a living up there? Because relatively speaking, houses are still affordable. Yes, you will have to heat them in the winter. Yes, you will have to put a coat of paint on them. Yes, you will have to possibly paint and wallpaper the inside, but you can still find a deal on a single family home up here. But then what are you going to do for work? Well, currently for myself, I'm substitute teaching at a couple of the local high schools, middle schools, elementary schools. Because I haven't got a real job yet, quote unquote real job. So that is an on-call position for me. But there are no shortage of jobs in this town and the surrounding areas. We have a company here called Louisiana Pacific who's going to be starting up a new endeavor here in March or April. So there's going to be lots of jobs available there. A lot of people coming in from out of town. There's local companies, Tate and Lyle. Irving Oil is always hiring. And then not to mention all the mom and pop shops. They're always looking for quality employees. We're also the hub here in Houlton of we have our Houlton Town Police, and of course we have our fire. But then we are also the county seat for Aroostook County, so we have the Sheriff's Department located here, as well as our proximity to the border. We have the Border Patrol station here. We also have the State Police station located here. So if you're into that sort of thing, I mean, holy smokes, you can take the pick. Town Police, Sheriff's Department, State Police, Border Patrol. But the price that you have to pay for living in a place that looks like a postcard every day when you wake up and look out your window, take a drive. Probably one of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth, in my humble opinion, is that you have to put up with days like today, which really isn't that bad. If you don't have to go out, don't. Work on your hobby. Maybe you needed to go out and you're one of the people that actually had to work today on MLK Day. Martin Luther King Day. Well, that's okay, just drive safe. 4-wheel drive is not required, but it is handy. So I'm going to start a video series of driving around and looking at stuff. So like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, fine. But I'm going to try to get a little better at this whole thing and see if I can get some information out there. Especially to those people I've met in faraway places. Keep you up to date on what's happening. So the temperature is about 28 degrees right now, and it is still hard rain falling down, which we call sleet. So one of the things I do on the side is I am a member of the local Elks Lodge, a benevolent society, which is awesome. Absolutely great people down there. Our Elks Lodge here in town has a 4-lane bowling alley, which is absolutely awesome. I've been asked to be a substitute this evening, which I'm definitely going to do. We bowl the small balls here in Maine. Yep, they're small like a bocce ball. You get 3 of them per frame instead of 2 of the big ones. All the other rules are pretty much the same, almost. But it is absolutely a blast. The biggest difference being it's called candle pin bowling because the pins are skinny. They're not the fat bottom girls like you use the big balls on. So if you got small balls, you go for the skinny ones. But we'll take a look at some various stuff. I know that there's a couple of channels out there that look at local stuff. So I'm going to do my thing. Take a couple of drives. Show people around that aren't familiar with the area. So if you dig what you're seeing, like and subscribe. And if you don't want to do that, then don't. So farewell from the land of blueberry leprechauns and moose poop candy.